According to statistics, Taiwan produces some 60,000 metric tons and uses up to 10,000 metric tons of nonylphenol a year. Although the use of these hazardous substances poses a great and often invisible threat to ecosystems and human health, unfortunately, the use of nonylphenol in the textile industry and others is completely legal. So when the factory's wastewaters containing nonylphenol are discharged into our rivers, the reality is nothing can be done.
那个泡泡很多，到这边的话，它就会消除掉，是因为界面活性剂的关系。
What we are witnessing is the entire Nankan River covered in foam.
Additives are often added during the textile dyeing process, and because these additives serve as a surfactant, it produces a lot of foam. However, this is not what we test for when conducting water quality inspections.
There are 142 dye factories in Taoyuan County, predominantly situated in the Luzhu, Dayuan and Guanying townships.
等我一下，我请他帮你问一下。没有检测他们的什么 NPO 是不是？
No, we only test for suspended solids, water chromaticity, and transparency. Sometimes we also test for biochemical oxygen demand.
Industry owners admit that industrial wastewater testing does not include the test for nonylphenol. And although the use of nonylphenol as an additive has been banned in Taiwan, non-ionic surfactants for industrial use include nonylphenol concentrations of 80%.
A lot contain nonylphenol, but not all.
However, when it comes to the legal use of nonylphenol in industries, is the government turning a blind eye? An inspection carried out by the Bureau indicated that 80% of the 40 major rivers and 7 water purification plants in Taiwan all tested positive for the existence of nonylphenol.
The concentration of nonylphenol in rivers impacts aquatic life. For instance, it accumulates tens of thousands times more in fish rolls.
A latest survey on the environmental distribution of toxic chemicals in Taiwan shows that nonylphenol concentration is relatively high in Taiwan's rivers, and fish found in the Xindian Creek have 4 times the concentration.
The Ministry of Economic Affairs is the governing authority for industries. We hope they may take some action and ensure that the wastewaters are being tested for nonylphenol before being discharged.
On this day, we arrive at a dyeing factory where over 100 chemical substances are being used legally. Taiwan's dyeing industries are also using azo dyes, which release cancer-causing aromatic amines into our environment.
We use the azo dyes for color mixing. We only use a small amount, which is within safety standards.
The owner says there is a hidden price tag behind the low cost of imported clothing. The secret lies in what is used.
The cost of fixing agents used for manufacturers in China is about 1/10 of the price one would pay in Taiwan. However, its fixative effect is 10 times more than that. The only difference is whether it is hazardous or not.
Over and above whether it is toxic or not, the truth is that it contains many different types of chemical substance which shouldn't be ignored but dealt with.
Every ton of textile production creates 200 tons of water pollution. Unless governments can take further precautionary measures, these harmful substances will continue to pollute our waters and subsequently contaminate our environment and threaten human health.